Okay, today's Friday, which is Xur Day. I do apologize today for not uploading, but I did post. My internet was down all day yesterday, so unfortunately. So for Xur, you go to Nessus, go to Watcher's Grave. You spawn right here. You get up on your Sparrow or whatever you want to drive on. That is, or if you want to walk, if you're different. But yeah, so the internet was down all day. The time I came back, I was just not in the mood to make a video. So yes, that's a bit of laziness. Okay. Little shortcut here, you just jump up here, or you fail it like me. Nope, okay, whatever, it's fine. So yeah, Xur's just sitting on this tree like he always does on Esses. This is the last Xur before Final Shape, and his rework, I believe, is in Final Shape, so hopefully he gets better shit, because currently it sucks. Anyways, we always start with this. Let's buy the free exotic. If it's something good, we'll look at it. If not, Foe Tracer, we'll look at it. It's a decent PvE build, not gonna lie, you could definitely use that in PvE. Could make a PvP build if you're weird, but that's a fine PvE build. We got Source Regime, which is an okay auto. It's not as good as it once was. I'm hoping they revamp it and make it where it gives Cure. Instead of just return health on kill, it just gives you Cure now. And that would be a lot better, I think, because of what it does. But personally, not that great. It's not horrible, but it's not godly by any means. It's just an okay auto. There's better legendaries that make it outshine it completely, so yeah. I got it on forfeit. A decent PvP build, honestly. 69, not bad at all. You could also use a PvE also if you're weird, but, you know. This is definitely more of a PvP build than a PvE build, but it's still nice. That's not a bad roll at all. I like that personally. Actium War Rig at 70 stat, but oh my god are those trash stats. Oof. I mean, you could technically put Resilience Recovery on this, but there's just too much mobility. If that wasn't anything else, this would be worth it. In my opinion, it's not worth it. Too much mobility, you don't need that on the Titan, so pointless. Karnstein Armlets. Decent roll, 67, but sadly, again, too much mobility. But you can potentially make something out of this. You can as well with this, but personally, Karnstein's a lot better. You could definitely make something out of that. Obviously, you need to get a good roll of other armor to make this work, because currently, like I said, too much mobility in my opinion. But they're all good weapons. Active Warward is really good for machine guns, outputting damage and stuff. Auto rifles as well, just for the fun of it for ad clearing. But definitely machine guns. Karnstein Armlets, amazing for restoring your health, keeping you healed constantly. It's flipping cracked as hell. Would recommend that without a doubt. Let's see what the Hawkmoon is. Final Hawkmoon of the season is trash. I mean, okay, that's technically a good roll, but mind you, it doesn't have enough range in my opinion. This is supposed to be craftable at some point. I don't know when it's officially going to become craftable, but at some point it's supposed to be craftable. Hopefully it's at the launch Final Shape, not later on. We'll see. But currently it's the only way to get it still. Personally, I just wait until it's craftable. That's just my opinion. Let's go to the weapons. Ooh, annual see Slight Shot opening. That's instantly good, but then you got shit here. Horrible rolls all around. The end perks are the only thing good. You could get it to fuck around with if you want to. It's a decent hand cannon, but sadly these stats are horrible for everything else, so would not recommend. Bungie scamming us. What's new? I guess you could use this in PvE. It's a PvE pulse, but personally, pulses aren't really that good in PvE, and the only ones that really are really good at ad clearing, so this really wouldn't be that good. So I wouldn't recommend it, but hey, if you want to, do it. You know, no harm, no foul. Personally, I don't think it's worth it. Disparity, I believe this is a crafted pulse, which actually does have some good PvP rolls, and it actually has a decent PvE roll here. Not the best by any means, but you could definitely make this into some. But again, it's a pulse, so really only the exotic pulses are really good for PvE, in my opinion. The legendary ones kind of suck for PvE. PvP, though, this has an amazing role for PvP. I would recommend it for PvP. It is craftable as well, so you can make it harmonized. I would recommend just saving your harmonizers until next season if you have any left, but yeah. Far future, I do not believe this is craftable, but this is not a bad roll at all. If this would have been handling, I would have gone for it. If this would have been the better one as well, fluted, I would have gone for this. Fluted barrel and handling masterwork, this would have been worth going for. But sadly, it's not, so wouldn't recommend it. It is a nice sniper, but aim down sight speed matters a lot on snipers, especially if you're trying to get zooming down a lane before anyone else, so really wouldn't recommend it. But it is a fun one, I won't lie, I do enjoy it, but personally, again, there's better snipers that have better stats, so that's purely dealer's choice, as they say. We've got Last Man Standing, which is not a bad roll, but you can get opening in the slot with Swashbuckler, which I have. I have the God roll, and it is a monster. It's not used as much as it could be, but I do love it, so wouldn't recommend this. But at the same time, you know, Threat Detector is not bad either, so you could definitely make a use out of this. Personally, wouldn't, but you could definitely. Threat Detector Clown cartridge is actually a pretty cracked roll. Most people might say that's trash, but hear me out, right? You got Clown cartridge that reloads it, it overflows it, so you get what, like 11 in the mag or 10 in the mag or something. I don't remember how much Clown goes. I know it overfills it. Maybe only puts it at a 8 or 9 or something, but then you have Threat Detector, which you can reload faster when enemies are near, so you're constantly reloading it and getting Clown Cartridge really quickly. This, by every means, is not a bad grenade launcher for Arc. There's not really any good ones right now, so this one is not bad for DPS. Not damage, but DPS. Really fast DPS, this could work potentially. This has potential. And I know it's surprising, but yeah. Sadly, I wish there was a better perk here and a better perk here, but again, it's not half bad. Velocity Mass work, which is nice, so yeah, I would recommend this. If you don't have a good arc grenade launcher and you need arc singe and DPS, grenade launchers are really good right now, so that could definitely work. That's not horrible, it's not godly, but it's not horrible. It's actually decent. It's DPS purely, so you just pump out a ton of damage. That's what it'd be for. Recurrent Impact, which I believe is craftable. It is a fun machine gun, but they brought Hammerhead back, and Hammerhead's better by 1,000% in my opinion, so Hammerhead OP. We love Hammerhead. So, but this is a good roll or a good weapon as well. You got to get the good roll for it and craft it. But Firing Line is not a bad perk at all for machine guns. It does help out a lot, so I would recommend it. Crafting it if you don't have it. Again, probably should save it till later. But yeah, onto the armor. Holy cow! 65 stat. We got a 30 recov. Oh my god. Base. If you have a high mobility armor piece, you can make this work without a doubt. This is insane stats recovery, base recovery. That is insane to have on a hunter. That is crazy. I do hate there's a lot of strength personally, and I know 6 doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot. Personally, I don't think you need much strength on a hunter, because even if you run the other dodge, it's not really necessary. You can get it back on a hunter relatively easy, because pretty much each ability has a way of getting it back really quickly. So there's really no point. So I wish it was in mobility or resil, but that's not a bad roll by any means. This is really good. If you have something for resil and mobility, then this will work perfect with it. That's insane. We've got a chest armor, which is disappointing. I mean, it's got decent intellect and okay recuv, I guess, but yeah, no, the stats are way too low. I wouldn't recommend anything under 65 personally. Cloak doesn't matter as always because it's trash. This thing actually has a lot of resil. This could actually go decently well with this. The gauntlets and the helmet could go together. They're not great combo, but they're not bad either. Those could actually make a decent stat number, so that's kind of cool. This mixed with that, I mean, it could be decent too, but not really. I guess actually these could go together and make a pretty decent stat. If you don't have really good stats already, these could make a decent one. Boots. Personally, boots don't matter to me because everything I run, it takes up the exotic slot for my boots, so this is not needed. But that's 63, which automatically makes it shit in my eyes. Way too low, so would not recommend it. So yeah, that's the hunter. On to the warlock. Alright, we're on the warlock. Let's see what the armor looks like here. 65, not bad. It is unfortunate it doesn't have a lot of recuv, but those are decent stats. Again, too much mobility though. Kind of hate that. Let's see what we got here. That is a really good chest piece. Holy cow, that is a great chest piece. That's not half bad at all. 65, so that makes it perfectly okay. Bond doesn't matter as always. We get the helmet. Oh my god, way too much mobility. That's not needed. That is stupid. Nope, that's instant F. And also an F. Wow, only one piece of gear is good on the warlock, and that is the chest piece. Everything else is oof. Not worth it at all. On to the Titan. Alright, we are on the Titan. Let's get on and see what he's got. What Xur got for the Titan. Let's see, armor and 61. Really low, but it is decent resil and strength, so if you're trying to build a resil strength build, but I really don't like it. I would not recommend it because it's 61, that's trash. I got a 66 here. That's the weirdest distribution of stats I've ever seen. But it's got decent recovery. You could put a resil on that or recuv if you got other resil armor already, so that could be decent, maybe. I don't like it spread out so weirdly, but it could work. Of course, that doesn't matter because trash. 65, hey, there you go, but, trash. I mean, I guess if you need recuv and discipline, if you've got the resil down already, because it's a Titan, then recuv discipline would be fine, I guess, as long as you've got the resil already set in stone. If you don't, then yeah, I would not recommend this. This is really, really situational, because it does not need mobility, and the fact it's got mobility sucks. Perfectly sucks. 67, there you go, that's nicer, but oof. 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 I mean, it does have resil, which is nice, but Yeah, no, that is just weird. I don't know what to explain about that one. It just looks weird. I don't like the stat distribution at all. It just makes it really bad in my opinion. If it can work for your build, it can work for your build. But personally, yeah, no, I wouldn't recommend it. It's too weird. It's too weird of a build by far. Obviously, grab the armor if you haven't gotten it, because you know it's unique armor. But yeah, so that's Xur. Let's go see what Trials has to offer. Alright, we have Trials this week, because it's Friday, and we do have a Trials week for final week of the season before Final Shape launches. It is Circus, or Cirrus Plaza is the map. It's a decent map. It's a bit weird. I don't know. It's kind of a weird map. The zone placements are really odd, in my opinion. I think they could have done a little better on that. But it could be a decent map if you're interested. The loot is the scout rifle. If I don't stand correct, let's see. Yeah, it is the Prophet Scout. It's actually pretty good. It's got decent rolls. It's got kill clip. It's not the godliest of all scouts, but it's got some decent rolls. Obviously, Dead Man's is better in all formats. But yeah, so it's not half bad at all. So make sure you do trials. It's the final week, so make sure you get your Ingram stuff if you have anything you want. Oh yeah, that's Xur Trials and next week in Destiny, which is officially its final shape. So be excited. I will be streaming it on YouTube. At least I'm planning to for day one. If you want to come by and chill, I did say originally I was gonna do streams for YouTube for the 200 subscribers. Unfortunately, things didn't happen. That didn't happen. I'm hoping to stream at least once this week, but then once Final Shape starts, it'll be every day I'll be streaming. All day for pretty much, yeah, pretty much all day I'll be streaming on YouTube. I might also stream on Kick here and there, because I do stream on Kick. But I will be streaming on YouTube to celebrate the 200 subscribers, but what better way to celebrate, I guess, than Final Shape, right? So yeah, well, that's the video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment what you think. Do you think Xur brought anything good? Do you think I'm wrong about what I said? You know, let me know. There's no harm, no foul. I'm glad to be wrong, you know? Glad to be told I'm wrong, you know? Explain to me why, and we'll discuss it. Nothing wrong with a little discussion, right? Anyways, y'all have a good day. We out. Adios.